Hi my friends, thanks for watching. You might remember a couple days ago I posted a picture with like a flatbread, and I was saying there's only 2 ingredients with the healthy carbs. So I don't know if you guessed the healthy ingredient or not, but it is quinoa. And quinoa is a complete source of protein. So your body needs basically nine essential amino acids for it to process as a complete protein. And quinoa is one of the few plant-based foods that is a complete protein all by itself. So anyway, this flatbread is full of protein, full of healthy carbs, easy to make, 2 ingredients, and I'm going to show you how I made it. So the other day, actually, I made it into a flatbread and I dipped it in some bean dip, and it was pretty good. It was about the thickness of like a naan bread, kind of thick, not quite as thin as a pita. And but I thought maybe today I would try to make it into crackers. So I'm going to spread it really thin and hope that, I don't know, you'll see, hope that maybe it turns out to be crackers. Anyway, so the quinoa that I get is from Costco, and it's white quinoa and it's pre-rinsed, and you always want to buy the pre-rinsed, and if you can't buy the pre-rinsed, then you want to rinse it. It's quinoa has an ingredient in it, and I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it basically makes it really bitter and it tastes not so good. So you want to rinse it. The kind at Costco is pre-rinsed, but I still rinse mine anyway 2 or 3 times. So just, you know, fill it with water, drain it out, fill it with water, drain it out a couple times, get it nice and rinsed off. You can also soak your quinoa overnight in water and a splash of apple cider vinegar, and that's just going to help your body digest the quinoa easier. It is not necessary, you don't have to do it. It's still going to be really good for you. It just kind of takes it up to that next level. I didn't do it this time. I did it last time, and I only needed 3/4 cup of water instead of a full cup to make my batter. But this time, since I didn't soak it overnight, I think I'm going to need the full cup. So anyway, you have 1 cup of rinsed quinoa. You can use the tricolor, you can use the red. It'll all be fine. It'll just look different, but it'll taste good. And 1 cup of water. And then you can have that plain. I like to add seasonings. What I added the last time is I did a little salt, a little pepper, some of this granulated garlic in the batter, and then on top I used the everything bagel seasoning. So we're gonna go ahead and put that all in. When I posted this recipe the other day, I got lots of questions. So basically, yes, 1 cup of quinoa, not cooked. Don't cook it, but yes, rinse it. Like I said, I rinse even the pre-rinsed ones, but you know, you don't have to. I just like to make sure, because I just don't want it to be bitter tasting. So don't cook it first. All right, so you have your quinoa in there. I have a Blendtec, and this is it's a little jar that's made to make dips and sauces and butters and things. If you don't have that, you can use the regular blender jar. That'll be fine. It'll take it a little longer because it's not quite made for that, but it'll still work. I can get it on. There we go. Okay. Here's the lid. So we're gonna do their 1 cup of water. Keep those little bits on the side there. A little pinch of salt. Maybe a little more since they're gonna be crackers. Just a little bit of pepper. And some garlic. Okay. So we're gonna blend this, and it's gonna be really loud, and it's gonna take a minute. I put it on the salsas, dips, dressing, batters setting, but I know different Blendtecs have different settings, so you know, whatever works out for you. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's what I'm finding is you guys are experimenting with me. When I did this last time, I had soaked my quinoa overnight, and I only needed to run the blend tech once to get it all blended up. And this time it looks like I needed to run it 3 times. So, you know, you don't have to soak it overnight, but it seems to make a big difference as far as, you know, how well it blends up. So, I'm going to take my cookie sheet with the parchment paper on top. Go ahead and pour that on there. And like I said earlier, I want to make these into crackers. So I'm going to spread it as thin as I can. Sorry, you guys probably can't see very well. Okay, so I tried to get it even. You guys see? It's as even as it's gonna get. So I'm going to sprinkle it with my everything bagel seasoning. This is good stuff. This is what takes it from like up to the next level, I think. Lots of this good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to bake it at 425 for 15 minutes. And then you take it out, you flip it over, and then you put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. So I will see you at flipping time. Okay, so I just took them out of the oven and we had a learning experience today. I think next time I make them into crackers, I'm gonna actually maybe split it into 2 and put it in 2 pans, because I don't think I got it thin enough over the whole pan to make crackers. So like the edges were a little thicker and they turned out like a pita bread, which is fine. It's just not what I was going for. So more of a softer pita that you can, you know, dip in hummus or put some veggies on, or, you know, whatever you would do with a pita bread. Still good, just not what I was going for. Then in the middle, it was more brown, thin, like a cracker, nice and crispy. And those, that's what I was going for, kind of all over. Maybe not quite this brown, but similar to this. Excuse me. So anyway, we learned the next time we want crackers, we'll do 2 pans. I think that would be the best. Anyway, I'm pleased with how it turned out, because, you know, you get what you get, right? So I have some pita bread and I have some crackers. So I can do either one. Anyway, it still tastes good. I still, you know, I'm still gonna enjoy it. And I would encourage you guys to do this because I don't want you to be scared of carbs. Carbs are good, you guys. God made our bodies to process carbs. If you go completely carb-free, it's not a good thing, okay? There are bad carbs out there. There are just the white sugar, the white flour, all that kind of stuff. Those aren't good carbs. Our bodies crave carbs for a reason. They give us energy, they're good for us. You know, the beans, the quinoa, the tomatoes, those sorts of things. Those are good carbs, they're good for you. Don't avoid them. Just, you know, use them in moderation and don't mix them with your fats. So anyway, what I'm gonna do with this is I'll probably dip it in my bean dip. Save these crackers just to kind of eat. I'm going into the city later on today, so maybe I'll take some in a little baggie to eat on the train. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll make another video if you guys want, let me know, you know, of just the pita, or splitting it up into just the crackers. But thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on my journey. I'm trying to, you know, slide into 50 years old as the healthiest I've ever been. So in that journey, you know, I'm changing the way I eat, I'm changing the way I cook, and changing the way I, you know, just kind of live my life. So this is one of those things. I'm making the switch from the yucky carbs to the healthy carbs. And anyway, you can look it up on trimheathymama.com if you want. That's the plan I'm following. So have a great day. Enjoy your quinoa pita bread, and let me know if you try it, and let me know how you like it. Thanks.